Okay, we got a question from Rich Valdez asking about if I'm hearing voices or music in the background and asking how I'm dealing with the silence. That's a good question. It sounds kind of funny probably to people who don't know about that. But it is not uncommon to hear voices and music and whatnot. There was a show, The Alaska Experience, and they had people hiking through the woods just on the first couple days, and they were hearing music together in a group delusion. I've read the Army manual, Man in the Arctic, from the 50s, and they were saying that within 2 or 3 days it's not uncommon for an individual to even have visual hallucinations or auditory hallucinations, and a group of 2 or 3 can actually have a group delusion pretty quickly in just a couple days. So, your mind plays tricks on you, but I think that's just more of an isolation-induced situation rather than just normal insanity, I suppose. Isolation-induced insanity or psychosis. In my case, I haven't seen or heard anything too crazy, but you are right. As far as voices go, I wear a rain suit, and when I'm walking through the woods, there's a lot of noises going on, and sometimes it would rub against itself and make a really weird noise, and I would just stop because it sounded like their voices just on the edge of hearing, and then I'd stop and I'm like, what was that? And then I realized what it was. Or sometimes if it is windy out, you can hear, it sounds like there's voices just on the edge of the wind. You can't really make it out, but it sounds like there's something there. And really what's going on is that your mind, you want to hear something. You're getting a little lonely, and it's not that there are voices, but you really wish there were. So your mind kind of twists that into something that seems familiar. It's not too alarming. I kind of expected that to happen. I've had mild hallucinations while on running some long distance races when your mind starts playing tricks on you there as well, both auditory and visual. So that can be a real thing that happens out here. Hopefully nothing too crazy is going to happen. I don't expect it to, but then again, I don't know why I would expect that. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm pretty stable, and I'm pretty happy, so that's good. Music, I haven't heard the music. The silence is kind of cool. It doesn't bother me yet, but I think it might, particularly when we have snow out here, because that's just going to absorb all the sound. It's going to get pretty weird sounding. Silence is really difficult, and we don't really deal with silence much in our modern life. You always have the TV on, or music, or whatever, your internet and radio going. Out here, I talk to the dog a lot, or just talk to myself. I think in general men do that about 50 times more often than women, but I will just kind of think out loud, and I think part of that is that I want to hear a human voice, and so hearing myself talk out loud, kind of think out loud, is better than nothing. So that's, I don't know, that's not too crazy, I hope, but hopefully that's as crazy as it's going to get, but we'll see. Good question.